Hi friends, in this video we have to learn about frozen set in Python. So what is the frozen set? A frozen set is an immutable version of a set. So that means you cannot change it after creation. So just like a list is a mutable, tuple is a immutable, and set is a mutable, but frozen set is a immutable. So here you can see why do we need a frozen set, because only immutable items can be stored inside a set or used as a dictionary keys. Since a normal set is a mutable, right? Python does not allow inside another set. Means nested set not allowed in a Python. You can see nested set is not allowed in a Python. So we use a frozen set. So remember these things. So how to create a frozen set? You can see this is a fs is equal to, and frozen set is one functions, and in that we can pass the, suppose this is a passed list and print fs. So you will get this output just like in set 1 2 3 4. So let's check first this output in vs code. Just open your vs code. So already you know what is the set. So just like this is set, and you can see in curly braces we have a put this value 1 2 3 4, and by using the set functions we can create a value, but we are learning a frozen set. So let's create one another file for a frozen set. This is a frozen set.py. So for set, just to use normally set keyword, right? But for frozen set, we have to use this frozen set function. So let's create, suppose this is a fs equals to frozen set. In that function, we can pass list or any types of only immutable object. You can see here. Since normal set is a mutable, but Python does not allow inside another set, and you can see stored inside a set only immutable items, means we cannot change. So let's see 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 and see the result. Just print this. So in terminal you can see the output is a frozen set in curly braces 1 2 3 4. So by using this we can create a frozen set for immutable elements only we can store in a frozen set. So here you can see you cannot modify a frozen set. What is this? So you can see the frozen set, suppose you have created and you try to add this value. If you start add 4, then this will give error. So what will the error? Attribute error. Frozen set object no attribute add. So let's see this as well. Suppose you are trying to add, suppose f s dot add, and suppose you are trying to adding a 5, like, right, just try to run. So you can see the error fs dot add attribute error. So frozen set object has a no attribute add, means frozen set is a immutable, only store the immutable elements only. So this cannot be changed once this create. So frozen set is not allowed to modify the element or modify the frozen set. So add, remove, clear, these methods are not allowed in a frozen set. But you can read the data. You can see fs frozen set. So this is a method print 10 in fs true. So we can read the data. We can review the data. Print length of fs. So this will give result. So see this. Suppose you have to check data is available in frozen set or not. 10 in fs and check. So you can see this is a false. Why? Because 10 is not available. And suppose you give 3 and you can see the output. Just 1 second and now check. So frozen set 1, 2, 3, 4 and 3 in fs, not is in fs, 3 in fs. So this will give true. You can see this is a true. So we can see this is a true, and suppose I give a 10. So this will give a false. So we can read the data from a frozen set. And here is the one of the important thing is using a frozen set inside a set. We can create a nested set. Normally nested set is not allowed in a Python. So when you try to create a nested set, this will not allowed. But by frozen set, you can create a nested set. So you can see this is the main set, and you have created a small frozen set inside this set. So by using a frozen set, we can create a nested set in a Python. So let's try to create another file, that is a nested set dot py. Directly nested set is not allowed in Python. So that's why we are using a frozen set here. Suppose nested equals to, this is the main set, right? This is the main set, and in that we are creating a frozen set. In frozen set, just you have to write this in functions, and inside that you can create a set. So you see 1 comma 2, and another is, suppose you can see you can give comma and create a one another frozen set, comma frozen set, give bracket, and this is a set. So you can see we have created a nested set, but not directly set. we have to use a frozen set inside the set. Because why? Because sets is store the immutable element. This is a can't change unique elements collection. Only we can add remove elements. That's why this is called as a mutable. But element itself is a unique. So we can't change the element. So that's why this is we can create a nested set but using a frozen set. So that's why frozen set is a very important. So let's try to print this set. Print nested and just print. So you can see in terminal you can see the output 3 4 frozen 1 2. Why 3 4 first? Because this is a not ordered set. You should understand and remember these things forever. So set also is a not ordered. So that's why this given is the first. Now run again. You will see the another. So this is not ordered. Set is not ordered. So that's why they give a random result also. So by using a frozen set, we can create a nested set as well. So directly we can't create a nested set in a Python. So frozen set as a dictionary key. You can use a frozen set as a dictionary key as well. So you can see in dictionary just like a frozen set 1 2 and colon. So you can use a frozen set as a dictionary key. Why? Because this is unique elements can store only. So a frozen set 3 4. So only unique elements is stored in a frozen set. That's why we can use as a key in a dictionary. So output will be like this: a frozen set 1 to A, frozen set 3 4 B. So in summary, you can see mutable set is a mutable, yes, because add and remove elements only. And frozen set add remove is not available. Can change the value inside, we can change the value, yes. And frozen set there is a no, we can't change. Can we inside another set? No, set is not allowed the inside another set, but frozen set is allowed. Can be a dictionary key? Set is not allowed dictionary key, but frozen set is allowed dictionary key because this is immutable element. So that's all about the frozen set. Frozen set used to store a immutable object. You can see only immutable items can be stored inside a set or used as a dictionary keys. That's why this is called as a frozen set. Or you can use this. And suppose you want to create a nested set, then also you can create a frozen set and you can create. Frozen set is a immutable version of a set. So set is a mutable, but frozen set is a immutable version of a set. So that's all about the frozen set. And nested set is directly not allowed in Python. So you can use a frozen set. So thank you for watching.